Welcome back. Now it's time for our next topic of the breakfast show. You know, this segment is really tackling a very important issue, a very important quality, I should say, characteristic of the Egyptian people. And when I'm talking about the Egyptian people, I'm talking about the Copts, whether they're Muslims or Christians, we are all Copts. And many incidents took place in the last few years, which were symbols of this unity. To tackle this and to talk in details about this topic, we are very much delighted to have with us Dr. Freddy Bayady, former parliamentary member. And sir, I think that this is going to be such a topic with you, but we have something else before we speak. I leave it to my dear colleague Dina Hussein.
We're going to go into a quick flashback, the day where the Egyptian Orthodox, the Coptic Orthodox Church celebrated Nativity, Christmas Day, and President Sisi defied all the security threats and the bloodhound fatwa of the extremists, and surprised the people who attended the mass there with a quick visit and a very short address or speech that fumed the whole hall there and cheered the people attending.
And people in front of the screens at homes, whether they are Muslims or Christians, in fact.
It was such a good gesture. So we're going to bring you a clip of it, and we'll come back with Dr. Bayady.
طب أنا بس عايز أقول كلمة صغيرة لكم يعني. اسمحوا لي إن أنا من فضلكم يعني. طيب أصل كان ضروري يعني كان ضروري إن أنا أجي لكم عشان أقول لكم كل سنة وأنتم طيبين. وأرجو إن أنا ما أكونش قطعت عليكم الصلوات بتاعتكم رجاء يعني. وأنا عايز أقول لكم على حاجة. مصر على مدى آلاف السنين علمت الإنسانية وعلمت الحضارة للعالم كله. وأنا عايز أقول لكم إن العالم دلوقتي منتظر من مصر برضه في الأيام اللي احنا فيها دي وفي الظروف اللي احنا فيها دي إن وإحنا كمان بنحبكم. طبعا.
Welcome back. Of course, our guest is a prominent former member of parliament, Dr. Freddy Bayady. And Dr. Bayady, we have just seen the head of state giving a very short, precise and concise address or speech to the people who attended. but a very important message to the whole world and a great lesson of solidarity and citizenship.
Sure.
So very short note, but very, very important.
Yes.
He was giving a lesson and a message to the Western media and some hostile media outlets that try to tarnish his image, giving him the image of the tyranny. He just corrected that in a flash of a second, giving the right image of the head of state as a pious, modernized head of state who is looking forward towards a very, very prospective future.
Yes. Of
Prosperous
course,
future.
I see it a very beautiful and smart move that he made, surprising. It's a pity that in its unprecedented visit in the history of the Egyptian presidents, there is no single president who visited the cathedral during the mass celebration in the history of Egypt. And it's a pity actually that we usually it should happen as a custom, or people would expect the president to come and greet the Christians, and especially that we have the largest Christian population in the whole Middle East is in Egypt, and this is the largest church in the whole Middle East. The president made it in a great timing, and you could see the reaction of the people. It's unplanned reaction. They didn't know he's coming, and they were so cheerful and happy to receive the president, that he's coming by himself. He didn't just send a messenger or a telegram to say Merry Christmas, but he came by himself. It gave several messages, and I love the words he said when he said that we are all Egyptians. There is no different kinds of Egyptians. There's no Christian Egyptian or Muslim Egyptian, but we are all Egyptians. And this is the message that we should work on it. And I feel this is a very symbolic visit. It gives several messages. It gives a message to the people inside. I believe Christians and Muslims were happy with this visit. It's not only Christians, because many Muslims were very angry from the fundamental statements that made that we shouldn't congratulate Christians or greet them in their feasts. So the president broke all these, and he came by himself to say Merry Christmas to Christians. So both Muslims and Christians were happy with this visit.
Sir, Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas to you too. And also it gives a message to the whole world that we are in a security state, and he's not afraid to come in the among thousands of people. And it's very hard to have security control over the thousands of people attending the cathedral at this time. But he came just with no special protection. It's a very simple guards coming
Very
with him.
casual.
Yes, and unplanned. Nobody knew that he's coming, and he came just. He walked among the people to speak in a very slang words, unplanned.